Introduction. Why this book and why now? So as I said before, I'm Helen Fisher and I'd like to offer you a warm welcome into my world of observation and experience from a multidimensional perspective. So I describe myself as an energy being having a pretty bloody interesting human experience. That has, frankly, been rather colourful and continues to be. I do like a spectrum of experiences and hold a profound passion for exploring consciousness and existence. This may not be what you're used to when you first meet someone, but hey, that's me. I trust that you have picked this book up through intrigue and wonder, perhaps even thinking, what the heck is my life really about? So I would like to suggest here that this book is the sort of book that you can revisit and dip into. Each time you feel drawn to read it, it can start another awakening experience within you and perhaps open you to new levels of realizations. This has certainly been my experience. I've written this book for the amazing mothers of energetically connected and sensitive children of the emerging new world. That is pretty much every child right now. But not only the children, perhaps you are now a mother that was once that energetically sensitive child and have realised that you are an energetically sensitive adult, otherwise known as an empath. I invite you to sit with that for a moment. Does that resonate with you? It rings true with me. I was one of those mothers and I was one of those children. So you could say I have written this book for the collective consciousness of mothers. And as I wrote it, I continued to have more insight and awakenings. I'm delighted to share these with you here. The core of this sharing is driven by the collective consciousness of the children. And many of that collective are being labelled in today's world as on the spectrum. The time is now to step into a new world that our children can be, a world vibrating at the energetic level of love. As you read this book, take from it what resonates or lights you up, and feel free to leave the rest. All I ask is that you have a willingness to read with an open mind. There may be one question you have asked consciously or even unconsciously that has filtered out to merge with the universe, and the answer may arrive here in this book. That could be the sole reason you have picked it up. The reason for this book is to share with you my experience of awakening to higher states of consciousness and finally allowing myself to fully surrender to the natural flow that serves to guide me. My journey is one of how only a spiritual way of living relieved me of my incessant lifelong episodes of mental illness, which was monopolised by addiction and drugs as ways of numbing my very essence. When I mention about freedom, I refer to the word sovereignty. Sovereignty means complete independence and self-government. As we journey through awakening our consciousness, we integrate everything about us to enable us to become a whole being, an independent being, totally responsible for ourselves and self-governing. Ultimately, to allow us to be less reliant on current systems and institutions that no longer serve us. When you become sovereign, something totally guides you from within and can access a higher intelligence. This results in the outside world serving your purpose individually and collectively. The journey to experience sovereignty begins with surrender.